Here we go. It's 9 o'clock. So we're gonna jump right in to chilling out. Okay. So I want you to take whatever kind of posture or pose will help you start to tune into your body and just be present. And so a child's pose, a seated meditation, if you need to take, this posture on your belly, laying on your belly, then do that. But just for a couple minutes, just start to sink in to your body. I'm like looking for my own block because I'm going to come into a seated meditation. But you do you.
Are you doing it too? Good.
You're not changing your breath. You're noticing it. You're just, taking inventory. Just taking that body scan, starting either at your head or your feet, and then working your way all the way up the body. I invite you to start lengthening the depths of your breath. So just putting some attention into your breath. You're noticing sensations within the body, so the feeling of the air on your skin, sounds that you hear. You're tuning in. It's like you're just drawing the bunny ears of antennas, and you're lengthening those and really listening in to everything that your body is kind of saying, hey, I'm here. We're going to take a big breath in, fill up the lungs, and then hold at the top. So with really full lungs, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now slowly deflate the lungs. And again, breathe in. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly deflate. Fill it up. Nice and slow. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Yes. Whatever position you are in now, you're going to transition into a tabletop position. So you just make your way there. Mindful that you have your knees under those hips, wrists under the shoulders, and then take some time for that intuitive movement, okay? We'll all be moving together in just a few breaths, but I want to encourage you to make this practice your own. By adding in this intuitive, just what does your body need? You're tuning in. The reason you tune in is so that you can follow the intuition of the body and the mind. Okay, nice and still in your tabletop position. We're going to sit back, child's pose, as you breathe out. Breathe in, balance, push up, high push up. Breathe out, child. Breathe in, high push up. Breathe out, child. Yes. Inhale, come onto the toes. And in that nice high push-up position, you're gonna slowly lower it down all the way. I know I was kind of leading us somewhere else, but I need us to kind of open up through the quads a bit. So take the left hand, plant it face down, and then let your forehead rest on the top of that hand. You're gonna take that right arm, reach back for that right foot or ankle. Now, we're probably pretty cold at this point. So if that is tight, then you just roll onto your left side, okay, kind of bending that left knee, and then taking that right ankle or foot and letting your head rest right down on that left bicep. So what this does is it allows for the hips to have a little bit more of a bend, which makes this more accessible to those of us who might not have as much range in those hip flexors. But still, we want the knee in line with the hips, so the knee isn't flying high. Okay, that also makes it feel easier. It also isn't stretching where we need to stretch and lengthen. It's not, so we draw the knee in line with the hip, even if the hip's a little bit forward. Even if the knee's a little bit forward, it's okay. A few more breaths right here. Drawing the breath in through the nose, filling up. And as you breathe out through the nose, you exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Go ahead and release that right foot down. If you're on your side, you're gonna roll onto your belly. We're just switching sides. So come onto that right side if you want to do this on your side, or you plant that forehead right down on the right hand, reach back for that left foot or ankle. You decide, side or on your belly. And so the challenge might be to stay really present in today's practice. And by present, I mean staying with your body, staying with your breath. The mind likes to wander because we've got so much to do. And when we have so much to do, we start to neglect. We all know that listening to the body's cues is a benefit to us, and it's going to help us be more productive,
be more content and happy, allow us to be joyful when those moments are joyful. However, because we're so busy, we just, it kind of goes out of sight, out of mind, We're focusing on all those things outward. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, gently release that left foot down. Go ahead, come onto your belly if you're not already there. Press back up into that tabletop position. Here we go. Cat-cow. So we're gonna tuck the chin toward the chest. Look up towards your thoracic spine. So it's that middle part of the spine. So you're kind of pretending you can peek through, and you're pressing into the earth with your hands, nice and strong, and really getting a nice arch in that spine. As you breathe in, you're going to lower the belly button towards the mat, flip the tailbone up, and widen the collarbones as you gaze up. Breathe out, tuck it in. Look up towards that thoracic spine, that middle part of the spine. You're imagining it. Inhale, cow pose. Happy collarbones right here. Breathe out. Cat. Breathe into cow. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out, last time into cat. As you breathe in, come into your neutral. Nice neutral spine here. From here, shift your weight into that left knee, okay? And pick up that right leg. Nice and strong out behind you. Letting the belly not drop, but maintaining nice strength through the core here. We're gonna take that leg, bring it around the side and lower it down. So here we are with the sole of the right foot to the earth, and it's just kind of straight out from the hip. From here, we're going to shift forward, come into a little bit of a push up, and sit it back as we breathe out into kind of, it's not really a child's pose, but it's the same kind of motion. We sit it back here, yes. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale it back. Inhale high, exhale low. Inhale high, exhale back. One more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and back. Beautiful. Come back into that version of tabletop where you've got that right leg out to the side. Now we're going to mindfully pick up that right leg. Yes, swing it around back, not really a swing, right? It's this nice control. And lower that right knee down underneath the hip. Beautiful. Okay, other side's turn. We take that left leg, we send it back. Heels nice and strong. And we take it around to the side. Slowly lower that left foot down to, probably not on your mat, right? Because it's out to the side, but down to the earth. And from here, we're gonna find that length in high push-up. We're gonna lower it down, press back up, and exhale as we bring it back. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, low. Inhale, high. Exhale, back. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Yes. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. We've got one more. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Nice work. Inhale into that version of tabletop with the leg out. And now we mindfully use those external rotators at the hip. We lift that left leg up off the ground. With control, we bring it back behind us. Core is nice and strong here. Lower that left knee down. Beautiful. All right, tabletop. We're gonna take the left knee, shift our weight to that left knee, and send that right leg up and the right arm up to the sky. Okay, if you want, you can have that right leg touching the earth at first. Get nice and stable in this side plank or gate pose. Lift maybe. Now here's where we're maybe gonna add something on. We're gonna bend that right knee, reach back with that right hand. And here we are, kind of in this modified side plank with a quad component, a bind here. I'm gonna look up towards the sky, but you do you. Sometimes with our gaze looking down towards that left hand, it gives us a little more stability. Nice job. Inhale, re-lengthen that right leg. Send the right arm up now and over the head. So we're gonna feel a nice stretch through the side body. Breathe out. We're gonna lower the right hand down to the mat and bring that right knee back underneath the hip. Okay. Here we go. Other side. We're going to come into that side plank. So we take that left leg, reach it long, left arm reaches to the sky. I start out with that left foot planted to the earth. Find stability here first. And then maybe if you are needing this in your practice, lift that left leg. And now here we go. Maybe add that bind, reaching back for that left foot or ankle. Remember, find stability. Okay, so either your gaze is down towards that right hand or it's up towards the sky. Take a few breaths here. You're doing great. If you're starting to feel wobbly, right? That means you're doing something that's challenging you. So see that always as an opportunity. When something's difficult and challenging, instead of seeing it as more of like, I don't know if I can, oh, maybe it's scary, right? See it as a challenge. Yes, I have an opportunity to grow here. Breathe in, re-lengthen that left leg, foot to the earth, left arm reaches up and over the head now, full side body stretch here. And as you breathe out, bring that left hand down, left knee underneath that hip. Beautiful. Sit it back, child's pose you go. A couple of breaths right here. So if you haven't already, Maybe start to turn on that Ujjayi breath. The breath in, the breath out through the nose with that little constriction in the back of the throat. Inhale, come on up into tabletop, and then just tuck those toes. Send your hips up and back for a downward facing dog, right? And you head here. It's your first time in this down dog today, maybe. I don't know what you were doing before this, but maybe it's your first down dog of the day. And so start to find that shape, that inverted V shape, and really press like the knuckles and the pads of the fingers into the earth. Nice and strong here. And then if you need to move a bit to kind of start to allow the body to take this shape, then do that. Maybe you pedal it out, you know, walk in the dog. Or maybe you shift so your hips move side to side. Nice. And then once you've had time for a little movement, then you start to take that still pose, but it's still, it might look still from someone on the outside, but on the inside, your mind is like, oh yeah, I'm engaging here. I'm tilting my tailbone up. I'm pressing through my hands. I'm softening through my heels. All right, stay here for another breath in. And another breath out. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, step to the front of your mat, right between those hands. And we're going to take a forward fold. And especially on this first forward fold, you know, soften through the knees as much as you need. And just allow maybe your torso just to rest on those thighs. Maybe nod your head yes. All right, here we go. Press into the earth with those feet as you start to lengthen the legs and roll up one vertebra at a time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, plug in right at heart center. Take a moment. We've kind of thought about an intention, but maybe just make that intention really clear to yourself, even if it's just showing up and doing what we're doing at any given time, being present. Nice. Inhale, open the eyes, reach the arms nice and high. As you breathe out, hips shift back, you fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, so hands to shins. Find a nice long spine. As you breathe out, hands to the earth, step back, finding a plank, and then lower it down. Untuck those toes. Inhale, heart lifts into this nice baby cobra. Exhale, tuck those toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Couple of breaths right here. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, bend those knees, look forward, and walk your way to your forward fold, or maybe just take a big step. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it in. Arms around those beautiful, strong legs. Inhale, rise up and reach. Exhale, hands to heart center, plug in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale as you take hands to the mat, step back to your plank and lower. Ooh, there's a lot to do in that exhale. Inhale, lift the heart, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Nice job. Couple of breaths here. I know sometimes I just want to run through and flow, and who needs to take a couple of breaths here? This is one of the more challenging parts for me. All right, inhale, lift those heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or flip to your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it in, arms around those beautiful strong legs. Inhale, rise and reach. This time, as you exhale, you're gonna draw it into goalpost arms. So open through the collarbones even more. Let your heart open up towards the sky. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step or float back and lower it down. Inhale, cobra, or maybe you take an up dog now. Exhale to downward facing dog. Good. Stay here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, we're gonna send the right leg up. Yes. Bend the knee. We're gonna do a couple of little circles here. Re-lengthen that right leg. Right knee to the left tricep. Inhale, leg lifts high. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot comes right between the hands. Beautiful. Right arm reaches to the sky. We find a dragonfly twist here. So right arm reaches high. Looking up towards the sky. Now we're going to try something else on for size. We're going to energetically take the left hand and, it's planted into the earth, but you're going to feel that and kind of draw the hand back towards the left toes. And what do you feel engage? Maybe in through the shoulder and the back, shoulder girdle. Breathe out. The right hand comes down to the mat. We're going to step that left leg forward. Forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. So we're going to find a chair. So hips low, arms high. Maybe lift up those toes. Breathe out, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. As you breathe out, you're gonna plant your hands and take the left foot back. Okay, so you've got this this lunge here. Okay, you're gonna lower your left knee, untuck those toes, okay? And from here, we're gonna start to lift the knee, but the top of the foot and the toes are gonna be pressed into the mat. So we're just starting to lift that left knee. Now, this can feel like a lot on that back foot, so I'm really drawing a lot of strength from this right leg. Couple breaths here. Beautiful. And then lower that left knee to the earth. Tuck the toes now. Okay. Rise up. Reach to the sky. We're in this low crescent pose. Big breath in. Reach the fingertips higher. As you breathe out, hands to heart center. Big breath in here. As you exhale, take a twist so that left elbow comes to the outside of that right knee. And we get in this nice twist. The crown of my head is reaching up. Well, kind of at a diagonal, okay? I'm finding length through my spine. That's what you want.
Inhale, reach the arms up now, back to that low crescent. And as you breathe out, hands come down to the mat. Now listen up, just step that right foot back, downward facing dog. If you want to put a chaturanga in there and flow, that's okay too. I won't stop you. Make this your practice. Okay, left leg reaches high. We're gonna bend that left knee and circle here at the hip. Yes, re-lengthen that left leg. Now as you breathe out, left knee to the right tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, reach it up. As you breathe out, that left foot plants between the hands, knee right above the ankle, and lift that left arm to the sky. So you find a dragonfly twist. That's it. So fingertips lift. And again, we're gonna try to engage through the back, through the shoulder girdle a bit. So press into the ground with that right hand and drive the heel back towards those right toes. What do you feel engaged? I actually, as I do that, I feel the side body. Oh my gosh. And I even feel my glutes turn on a little bit more. Breathe out, left hand down to the mat. Step the right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Hips sit back, heart lifts. Happy collarbones expand through those collarbones. The heart is kind of lifted to the sky. I know some of you are outside. Beautiful, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant the hands down, send the right leg back. Okay, lower the right knee down, and then untuck those toes. Yes, hands are at the earth. So you know what? I didn't say this before, but if you have some blocks here to bring your hands, or the earth closer to your hands, this can also feel good in this position. We're gonna press the top of the foot into the earth and lift up that right knee. And I already feel like, wow, this is a lot for this right foot. It's like, what are you doing? So use that left leg, to really support you. 3, 2, lower that right knee down, tuck the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Nice low crescent here. So let the hips move forward just a bit as the tailbone draws down to the earth. Arms reach high. Exhale as you bring your hands to heart center for that prayer. Yeah, as we prepare to take our twist, breathe in. As you breathe out, it's that right elbow now that hooks to the outside of that left thigh. Looking up towards the sky. Inhale, back to your crescent, reach up nice and high. And as you breathe out, hands to the earth. Yes, and step that left foot back, downward dog. This is so much easier now. Few more breaths right here. All right, knees come down to the earth.
Find that tabletop position. Okay, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We're gonna send the right leg back. Nice and strong, okay, toes point down. I'm gonna take the right arm, reach it up forward, okay, like we're taking our bird dog. Now I'm gonna take left fingertips gently behind that left ear. Breathe in, we're gonna lift the right leg and the left elbow just a little bit higher. As you breathe out, right knee to left elbow crunch. Inhale long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Good. Inhale, lift it up. Left hand plants, right knee plants. Yes. Shift your weight to that right knee. Send that left leg nice and strongly towards the back of your space. Strong heel, okay? And now reach that right arm forward like you're gonna shake someone's hand. Too bad we're not all together and we can just shake each other's hand. All right, right fingertips gently behind the ear. As you breathe in, we're gonna take the right elbow and left leg just a tiny bit higher. Beautiful. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lift. Last time. Let's crunch it. Re-lengthen that left leg. Right hand down to the earth. Left knee down to the earth. Beautiful. Child's pose you go. On your inhale, go ahead and shift into that tabletop. Tuck your toes now and send your hips up and back. Downward dog. And make your feet nice and wide at the back of your mat, okay? Now we're gonna walk the hands towards the feet. We've got these wide legs. We're gonna turn the toes and point them outward. And we're gonna come into a goddess squat at the back of our mat. Yes. So maybe my goddess squat looks like this. Okay, maybe I'm lifted a little more. If you've got that range in through the hips, then you can sink it down. Okay, take that left hand down to the mat, right arm, reach it high. As you breathe out, hands to center. Kind of use the elbows on the insides of the thighs. And now the right hand down, left arm open. Breathe out, hands to heart center, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the earth. Feet are parallel again. We're gonna walk it up to our down dog. Yes. All right, heel toe those feet or step those feet in a little closer together. And we're gonna take the right leg and reach it nice and high. As you breathe out, the right foot plants between the hands. Yes. And now step the left foot forward a bit. We're gonna find a pyramid pose. So long legs, toes forward. Use a block here, or like I have this kettlebell here. I can use this kettlebell to kind of bring the earth closer to me. Where did you find that block?
Under the couch.
Nice. Another breath in here. As you breathe out, you're going to take a walk back towards the back foot. So a wide leg straddle forward fold to the left side of your space. And I'm really sorry to do this to you here. I don't want my booty. Okay. So let the crown of the head fall forward. If it feels good to bend, like the right knee a little bit here, come back through center. Maybe it feels good then to go to the other side, bend, hips shift back, center, side, center, side, center. Beautiful. Walk your hands back towards that right foot and step the right foot back for a downward facing dog. If you're watching me, I'm just shifting to the other side because I don't want my booty facing the camera. All right, left leg, reach it high. Breathe out, swing that knee towards the chest and plant that left foot underneath or right between the hands. Okay, step the right foot forward a bit, toes stay facing forward, and we come into a pyramid pose on this side. So we're just gonna take a few breaths here. The toes are pointed forward. Sometimes in pyramid, it feels nice to kind of separate the feet closer to the opposite sides of the mat so that you don't feel like you're on just one rail, but that you have a base of support. Couple more breaths. All right, rebend that left knee and then take a walk to the right side of your mat for a wide leg straddle forward fold. Nice. Maybe take the hands to the ankles. And then lift those elbows up towards the sky as you draw your heart close to that space between the legs. Nice. All right, hands to the earth. This time as you breathe in, you're gonna come into a halfway lift and now walk your hands back over to the left side of your mat or that left foot. Beautiful. Left foot back, find downward facing dog. All right, now we're gonna tiptoe those feet. Yes. And then lower the knees down. So you're kind of in this tabletop position, and then you're just gonna stand up on those knees. Okay. Hands come into those imaginary back pockets or to that low back space. So hands come back, and these elbows, we don't want them flapping forward like this. We're gonna draw the elbows whoop, back towards each other. From here, we're gonna keep an engagement here through the chin and the chest, okay? But as you inhale, there becomes length in the front side of the body. So we just kind of send those hips forward a bit, looking up maybe towards the sky, but not allowing the head to just disengage, okay? Yes. Breathe in, come up to center. Yes. Hands to the earth, child's pose. Another breath in and out right here. And then we're gonna tuck the toes, send it back to a downward facing dog. Take the right leg and reach it high. As you breathe out, right foot comes between the hands. spin the left heel down to the mat, open it up to a warrior two. Reach those wings so that you have the biggest wingspan possible. Yes, and from here, we're gonna come into a side angle. So now that right elbow comes to the left, right thigh. Left arm is reaching up, but then we're gonna take that left arm and reach it forward. So we feel that side body stretch here. Beautiful. Inhale, keep that bend in the right knee. Reverse your warrior. Now, as you breathe out, the right hand is gonna come on down to a block or to the earth, and we're gonna find a balancing half moon. So, left arm, left leg, lift up. Yeah, you got it. A couple more breaths here. So really think about staying nice and open through the chest and heart space. That's where those happy collarbones come in. And strong through that left heel. Breath in. As you breathe out, left foot down, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands. Step it back to a plank. Now listen up, you're gonna lower it all the way down as you breathe out. Arms back towards the sides of the body. We're going to lift into locust, so palms face down, heart lifts, legs lift. Stay here. 3, 2, hands underneath the shoulders, tuck those toes, send it back, downward facing dog. And now the left leg, reach it high as you breathe in. Breathe out as you take the knee towards your chest and plant that foot between the hands. Knee stacks the ankle. Spin the right heel down, cartwheel those arms up, warrior two. Expand those wings. Breathe out, take it to a side angle. So that left elbow to the left thigh, the right arm reaches nice and high.
Oh my God, that's so loud.
And now we stretch that arm, reaching over the head. Good full body stretch here. On your next breath in, take it to a reverse warrior. As you breathe out, here comes that balance pose. So that left hand now comes down to a block or the mat as your right arm and right leg reach to the sky. While the right arm reaches to the sky, that right leg really presses with the heel towards the back of your space.
Mama, it's on my leave again.
Ooh. And fold it forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale as you plant those hands. Now listen up, you're just gonna step back to a downward dog. And right leg reaches high. Exhale, sweep it through. Now listen, the right knee comes towards the right wrist. We lay down the shin and we're coming into our half pigeon. So I've got a lot of space underneath that right hip. So I'm going to put a block right underneath there. We're gonna start with our heart lifted, the crown of the head nice and lifted. As you breathe out, now you can take it down and find a place, maybe on forearms. Maybe you're in a space where you can lay your head down to the earth and reach your arms forward. See if you can find that place to rest the forehead down. And let's give the nervous system the okay, like Okay, we can soften here. We have permission to kind of let go of tension build up within the body. Nice job today, ladies. You've done a great job so far. Just feel your way into this pose. That awareness, those bunny-eared antenna, really make sure those are up all the way and that you're listening in again. It's really just the practice of coming back to that awareness over and over again. New position, tune in. When thoughts take you somewhere, tune in. Another couple of breaths right here. And on your next breath in, start to plant the hands down on the mat, lifting the heart and removing any blocks that might be under that right hip or pillows. Tuck the toes on the left side. You go right back to downward facing dog. Yes. And pedal it out here. It feels good. And your next breath in takes you to three-legged dog, left leg reach.
Okay.
Exhale, left foot or left knee comes to left wrist. Lay your shin down right on the mat. Explore if you need a block or a pillow. Remember to start with your heart lifted, happy collarbones, nice and open, looking towards the sky just a bit. There's this openness, a readiness, an accepting of energy, the kind of energy that fuels your creativeness. And then breathe out. And now take it to that place where you can find that resting spot for the forehead, and then allow the tension, or give permission rather, for any tension that you feel to melt away.
Much better.
Couple more breaths. And then as you breathe in, start to lift the heart and plant the hands down to the earth again. Tuck the toes on the right side. Remove any support you had under that left hip. We're gonna send that right knee up and then sweep the left leg back, downward dog. Now from here, we're gonna take our knees nice and wide, okay? And then we're gonna sit the hips back for a really wide
leg to child's pose. As you breathe in, shift forward, come onto your belly, and flip like a pancake onto your back.
I love flipping like
All right, so we're gonna take the feet wide, so mat width apart, arms out like a T, and then lower the knees to the right side. Breathe in, knees come back to middle. Breathe out, the knees fall in the opposite direction. Inhale back through center. Exhale one more time to the right. Inhale center. Exhale last time to the left. Inhale center. Exhale, knees come into the chest. Lower the feet down to the earth. You're gonna lift up those hips nice and high and lower the hips down. Send the legs nice and long. Here we go. This is where if you wanna make your Shavasana nest, if you wanna add a pillow, maybe underneath your head and your back, and kind of open up through the chest. Go ahead and do that. So here you are in Shavasana. You've breathed, you've moved, you've tuned in, you worked hard to stay present. And now it's time for you just to sigh out your breath and let yourself melt into the mat and not feel just really free. I encourage you to stay in Shavasana a little bit longer if your schedule allows. Those of you who need to move on through your day, go ahead and inhale, reach the arms up and over the head. And as you breathe out, bring the hands to heart center, plug in. The light within me sees and honors that light within each each and every one of you. Namaste.